Okay, so the reason you constantly feel empty, you feel miserable, you feel down is because you're pouring into the wrong cup, right? If you're a giver, right? If you are someone who seeks external validation, you like to give a lot of energy, a lot of love, a lot of thought into another person, right? And you give a lot to this person. Now, what happens when this is you and this is the other person? It's both full, right? Now you want to show your love, so you pour, you pour, you pour. Now, you're expecting a reciprocal energy. You want this person to also pour back into you, and this person is inconsistent with their pouring. Sometimes they pour, sometimes they don't, right? The reason why you're pouring so much is because you want the other person to pour back into you. And you know why you crave that so much is because every time that person pours into you, you feel validated, you feel loved, you feel safe. It's because you're craving that love and validation from an external source, this person, which is why you're always relying on this person more, doing too much for this person. Sometimes it's out of love, sometimes it's because, hey, I'm craving connectivity, so I'm going to show you connectivity, give it to me. And when that person really stops pouring, or it's not pouring as much as you're pouring, giving you as much as you are craving, this person becomes a bad person, right? There's a lot of healing that needs to be done. You're constantly giving to the wrong person, right? Because you are still seeking external validation, right? Every time that person does something for you, you are actually reinforcing it. Like, yes, actually, I'm loved, I'm worthy, I can be loved. You know, oh, that person loves me so much. That feeling of safety is coming from this person, right? But what happens is that when you're constantly pouring into this person when you're confused, pouring into that person when you're in love, pouring into this person when you're, you know, having a tough day, like, hey, doing something nice every time that you feel like the connection's not there, you do something nice to get that validation, to get that, you know, reassurance. What happens is that there's a loss of balance, and this person here is getting overwhelmed, is taking you for granted, right? And this person, you're becoming emptier and emptier. What this person sees an empty cup. It is the truth. This person doesn't see, hey, this person is constantly pouring into me, maybe I should pour back. No. Now, when you're saying, hey, like, we should spend more time together, or we should go this place together, that place together, you know, or I feel like you're not communicating with me properly, this and that, this person here sees an unhappy person. This is a miserable person. And as much as you're pouring into this person's going to step away or start becoming more distant with you. Is because maybe most of the time men, they're attracted to happy women, not someone who's constantly complaining, right? There's only a certain level of men who is that level, has that level of awareness. Now, my point being is that every single time you're pouring into that person, you're pouring into the wrong place. Every single time you want to do something nice, single time, you have to do it for yourself. That inner child that's craving, your inner child is craving for that love. It's a blueprint, the way you love others. I have seen a lot of women say this, like, I wish I find someone who loves me the way I love people, right? And it's great because it's a blueprint. We love people the way we want to be loved, right? Now, it's like, hey, I'm going to give you a lot of energy, a lot of time, and I'm going to do all these nice things for you. This is a blueprint. This is a guide on how you should love me. But they don't take that. They just say, oh, hey, thank you, nice. Every single time you want to do something nice for that person, you want to get the validation, you want to get that reassurance, you want to get that, you know, lovey-dovey feelings, them saying thank you to you, or you're the most amazing woman that they have ever met. Do it for yourself. It's that pouring into yourself, pouring into your own cup. Once you start pouring into your own cup, it's just buying things for yourself, doing things for yourself. They get attracted to that. It's a funny thing, right? It's an irony. It's a funny thing, right? But they do not fall in love with you because you're pouring so much into them. No, that's not how it works. They fall in love with you when you're happy within yourself, right? They get attracted to that energy. They get attracted to that beauty, and they want to come close to you and offer you that kind of treatment, right? If you are here, right, and your man is here, or your person is here, and you want them to act like this, you need to become here. You need to come here. You need to act like the person who is here, and they have to come up and meet you. Every time you want to cook something nice for that person, cook it for yourself. Every time you want to buy something nice for yourself, for that person, do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. enough of seeking that outside, enough of getting that validation from outside. Other people do not define you. Other people's how they're treating you does not define your worth. Stop seeking that how much you're worth by what someone is doing for you or how someone is treating you. This is the worst place you should be worrying about, or let those things define your worth. The only thing that you need to focus on is yourself, is to heal the inner child. Why am I constantly seeking and doing and overdoing things for other people? Where do I need healing? What does my inner child need right now? And that is your attention, your own self's attention. Stop, going elsewhere for solutions, asking other people to treat you right. No, that's not how it works. We're doing it wrong. You're completely doing it wrong. You need to be doing that for yourself. A lot of the times what happens is that I'm the oldest daughter, and every time my loved ones, my siblings that are in my life, they want to buy something, instantly when I give them the word, instantly I'm like, yeah, of course, get it. Like, I want to give that. That's what makes me happy. But when it comes to myself, I don't even think about money. I don't like, do I have that amount or can I spend that amount? I'm like, of course, get it. Like, when it comes to myself and I want to do something nice, I always think about external factors, like, should I really spend that much money, or do I really have that time, or can I really commit to this, or is it really worth it? Meaning that I'm not treating, like, my needs are not as important as my loved ones. I am neglecting, you're self-neglecting your own needs, your wants, by giving it to another person and expect that person to give it back to you. You constantly want everything. Okay, so a summary of the entire video is going to be that stop pouring into another person in order to seek validation. Pour into your own cup, because every time you have that itchiness or feeling of like, oh, I need to do this for this person, it's a sign that you need to do this for yourself. Your inner child wants this, meaning you want it, so give it to yourself. Stop expecting from other people. And also, in the whole process, you're constantly neglecting your own self. You are saying yes to last minute plans, or you're saying doing this or doing that, or let me do this, let me not work on this and do something nice for them, neglecting your own needs. You have been neglecting yourself, right? What happens when you neglect yourself? Other people start neglecting you. You think that you're gonna get a nicer treatment by treating other people well. That's not how it works. When they see that you're prioritizing yourself, when you are taking care of your own needs, they start prioritizing you. If they see you're neglecting your own needs, they start neglecting you. That's how it works. That's universe. That's just how it works, right? You want them to take you seriously, take yourself seriously. Make your own plans, do your own thing. That is okay. I'm forgetting brain freeze. That is it. And the third thing is that every time you feel triggered, ask yourself, which part of myself is being triggered right now? Because sometimes the person that's triggering you is not the problem, it's yourself, because they're probably saying something very normal, but it's triggering you because there's unhealed traumas or issues. Work on them. Work on yourself before you want to put your fingers into someone else. Work on yourself. Ask, where do I need healing? Why is that triggering me so much? Why am I reacting like this emotionally? Where does it hurt? What do I need? And what can I do for myself in order to heal myself? And how can I stop seeking that? Once you start becoming emotionally independent and start regulating your emotions, you become a powerful human being. You have no idea how powerful you are once you start healing yourself, once you start regulating your emotions, once you start managing your emotions. Okay, my words come out wrong sometimes, but you get the point. If you keep watching my videos, you will understand me better. But it is so important. It's more important than financial independence. If you have a man that's taking care of you, great. You don't have to be financially independent, though it is very important to be financially independent. But the most important is emotional regulation and emotional independence. You being able to be happy without a man, like someone's son doing something for you, or your friends doing something. You doing things for yourself, making yourself happy, taking yourself out. Or sometimes it's, self-love is not as glamorized that as sometimes social media portrays it to be. It's like taking a nice bath or buying yourself this or that. It is another form of self-love, it is, but sometimes it's doing the inner work, doing the hard stuff, things that not just that watching a YouTube video is gonna heal you, but putting that phone down and sitting yourself and be like, okay, so where does it hurt, where is it heavy, how can I, doing the deep breathing and being honest with yourself and keep showing up every single day. That is another form of self-love. Do it. Do self-love. Stop neglecting yourself. There's enough of neglecting. You have neglected yourself enough. Other people have neglected you enough times. Please show up for yourself the way you would show up for your loved ones, okay? Treat yourself like the way you treat your loved ones. Talk to yourself the way you talk to your loved ones. Your inner child is craving that love from you. You need to heal your inner child in order to attract better relationships, money, abundance, people, friendships, opportunities, jobs, whatever. Right, so that was the summary of the entire video. If I don't post a video, then I'll post this, but these are the things that you need to go. The more you pour into another person, the more emptier you feel. They do not see that you're pouring into them and they need to pour back into you. They see a miserable person. What do they see? They see a miserable person. Stop being a miserable person. Stop overgiving, oversharing, overdoing. Do it for yourself. Oversharing and overdoing does not exist when it comes to you. You cannot never pour yourself enough. You can, like, the thing is that it's like there's overpouring doesn't exist when it comes to yourself, but it does exist when it comes to other people. It's like ground mud. When you're pouring into, the water just soaks and soaks and soaks and absorbs that water, and the plant just grows because there's a different kind of magic into pouring into yourself, right? So do all those nice things. Doesn't mean that be mean to other people or don't do anything nice for them. That's not what I'm saying. You get me. I'm sure you're smart enough to know that it's not that don't be nice to other people. Do things, but most of the times we are trying to get a reaction when we're doing something for someone, and when you see yourself that you're actually craving that reaction, then it's coming from a heart inner child who craves that attention from an external source. Do it for yourself. Ask yourself, why do I really want to do this? Is it because I want to do them out of love, or is it because to get that validation, or is it a blueprint? Am I doing this because I myself am craving that? Ask these questions to yourself and you'll have the answers. Yeah, so that is it for today.